season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, the Cardinals head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Inside, it's Turner. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On the ground, it's Turner. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt pushing the pace. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. In the red area, it's Turner. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Pitt! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Thrust that arm out. Runs through the tackle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Hand off for Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisville!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly out to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Louisville Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Here's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sends out the offense to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a crease, it's Turner. Nice move to pick up yardage. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Hit right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points, to capitalize.
Got a little grass, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Kent. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stepping to the right. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Steps away. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it to the right here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Setting up for the extra point and the top. Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives him the lead right back. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 4 team, the Baylor Bears. And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to... Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5 in its 1st and 15. Hand off Isaac Brown. And they're able to get him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Firing to the right, complete. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Louisville 30, Pitt 20. Number 48 set to take this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Pitt pushing the pace. Hands it off. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the catch. It's Hicks. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Shows him the stiff arm. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to change this route. The give. Powers through the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Gonna run it. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And how about a third down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good third down defense, and they get the win on that one.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. from their own 17. They'll move the tight end. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quarterback will keep it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it to Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. A give to Brown.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
3rd and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He's looking to pass. That's caught. It's Hicks. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Finding open areas. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught near the sticks. It's Kent. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panther!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. They'll run the counter. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he got it! They did it! Knocking off number 1! A walk-off field goal, the top of the top team in the land! As we watch this game, guys, I got the feeling that's what a top 5 clash is supposed to look like, and it might not be the last time we see these two square off.
No, and these are the fun ones to watch, man. Two great teams, both of them fighting to be number 1 type seeds in the college football playoff. Great squads. Somebody had to lose, but more importantly, that's a big feather